So here's the situation. The sweet potato video has suddenly been getting a lot of attention. I'm feeling kind of amazed by it all, and by all the new subscribers. That's really great. It makes it seem like the effort of putting the videos together is worthwhile. Thanks. One result of all this is that I've been getting questions in the comments, by email, and by people who just ask me lots of questions, though most fall into a few categories. So I thought I'd do a quick video to answer as many of them as I can rather than trying to keep up with the comments. None of these are exactly verbatim, and most are combinations of questions from more than one person, but I'll try to attribute where I can. So here we go. Question number one, from Casey Fletcher and others. What kind of soil and fertilizer did you use? The soil was just the garden soil next to the bales. I shoveled it up over the top into the gap between them. And since I didn't dig very deep, it probably was better topsoil with more organic matter in it than if I had dug down into that clay underneath. It's fair to say I've been building up that soil with composted grass clippings and sheep manure for years, so it's pretty good stuff. But exactly the same thing I planted in last year, and I didn't see this happen without the hay bales. I didn't use any fertilizer at all. I'd guess there was some nutrient leaching from the decaying hay bales, though. Question number two. How did they taste? Did they get tough from being so big? I didn't notice anything different about them other than the size. Flavor and texture seemed the same to me. Question number three. How did you cook that big one? Carve it like a turkey? I seriously considered it, but decided that it was too big to bake evenly. I thought the outside would burn before the inside was done. In the end, the urban gardener asked me for a large one to use for starting slips, and I sent him that big one. Question number four, from urban gardener Julie E. and others. What variety are those? Where'd you get 'em? I bought the slips from a local greenhouse and nursery. I've just checked with them today, and they have confirmed that the variety is indeed Beauregard. Question number five. How did you store all those, and how well did they keep? They kept pretty well. It's now March, and we still have a few left. Some did spoil, and I fed them to the chickens or composted them. My wife and I used to raise organic tomatoes semi-commercially, and we still have a lot of the tomato boxes left over, so I built this rack which fits the boxes. We put the small to medium-sized potatoes in those boxes, and that held most of them. We kept the bigger ones aside in a couple of more boxes and some plastic baskets. I gave away about 50 pounds to friends and family. Question number 6. How did you eat all those? Aren't you sick of sweet potatoes? Well, I wouldn't say we're sick of them, but we did start finding new ways of preparing them. Roasted and baked were okay at first, and cooking them in the microwave and then topping them with cottage cheese was pretty good. But then I went searching the web for interesting recipes. We found several, and I'll link the ones we liked best in the description. Some are probably going to sound a little weird, but really they're very good. My favorites were sweet potato sandwiches, smoky sweet potatoes with eggs and almonds, and sweet potato sausage lasagna. I like the lasagna best with a few actual lasagna noodles added to it. I really like sweet potato pie, and my family loves sweet potato and chocolate chip muffins. Which reminds me, another way we stored them was frozen puree. That works great for the pies and the muffins. So we still have a few left, maybe 15 pounds, and I hope to grow them again this next summer, so if you have favorite recipes, especially savory ones, please send them or link them in the comments. Question number 7, from Terry Pacifica and others. How much did all those hay bales cost, though? Well, now that's a good point. This also comes up in my deer blind videos. For me, they're essentially free. I bale hay every summer for my sheep, and there's always some waste and always some excess. I'm sometimes able to sell the excess, but the waste is only good for stuff like this. Yes, if you had to buy the bales, the cost would be significant. This took about 22 bales, which around here would retail for about $75 or $100, more or less, depending on the year and time of the year. I'm not certain that it wasn't worth it anyway, though. Current prices at Kroger are about $1.25 a pound. That would put the retail value of 300 pounds at about $3.75. The hay bales rot down and fertilize the garden, so there's some value there. You all can do the math on how you think all the other costs and the benefits net out. One idea, if you want to try this, is to talk to someone like me who bales hay. I can tell you, if you'd been driving by here about 2 years ago after a particular unlucky and unexpected thunderstorm, I'd have given you the bales for free if you'd pick them up and take them away. Now a question for you. It's fun to grow these huge ones, but actually I'd rather have 100 3-pounders than 10 30-pounders. Any ideas for growing big ones but not too big? One thing I've thought of is trying to put some of the bales a little closer together. Well, anyway, thanks to everyone for watching and commenting. I'll definitely be trying this again this summer, and I'll post the results.